Hello friends, I'm Swapna Shetty. In this video, we are going to see few more control statements like switch statement, break statement, continue and return statements. So coming to the switch statement is used to choose one option from several options available. The syntax of switch statement is we need to pass a variable to the switch as a parameter, and we need a case values inside the loop and the default case value. So when we pass a variable, that variable has to be matched with the case value. If a match is found, then the corresponding statements are executed. If the first match is not found, then it goes to the second match and matches with the value 2, and if both variable and value 2 are matched, then statements 2 are executed, and so on. If none of the case values are matched, then the default statements are executed. So the best example for a switch statement is to display color name based on the color value. So char, int, byte, short data types are used with switch statement in Java 6. Like the variable which we are passing to the switch as a parameter can be of type char, int, byte, short. However, Java 7 supports string data type value also. So let's see an example of this switch statement first. So I'm just considering the same Java project and right click and say new class. Within the same package, com.educators, and the class name is switch demo, and I need a main method in it. So click on it and say finish. So you get a main method. So here I require a character value char called color, wherein I'm giving the color as G, and right switch, pass on the parameter that is of character, that is color, and write the case values. Case 1, case color is like if I pass R, I wanted to print red. Next case, case G, I wanted to print green. And if it is B, then print blue. And the default is no color. So a color character called color, which is initialized with G, and the switch statement is encountered and it matches with the corresponding case value and prints the statement. Let's see what is the output for this. Right click and say run as Java application. You can see the output is not as we expected. Since I have given G as the color value, I expect only green to be printed, but it also printed blue and no color. Why? Because the control first G will be matched with the first R. Since it is not matched, it goes to the next case, and since here it is matched, it prints the corresponding statement, that is green. And also the following print statements are also printed. So the point here is once the color is matched, I need to come out of this switch loop. So for that switch statement, so for that I need a statement called break. So break is a statement which is used to come out of the switch statement. So for if a red is matched, print red and come out. If green is matched, print green and come out. Similarly, blue. Let's see. So you can see the output, only green is printed. So break is a statement which is used to come out of the switch statement. So if I pass some A or black color, BL, or if I say it is gray color or cyan color C. So if I say C here, so no cases are matched. So let's see what is the output. You can see no color. So if none of the cases are matched, then the default statements are executed. So we have seen switch statement. So char, int, byte, short data types are used with switch statement as parameters. And next is break. So we have also seen break. It is mainly used in three ways. It is used to come out of a loop, to come out of a switch block, and also used in nested blocks to go to the end of the block. Next is continue statement. This is used inside the loop to repeat with the next iteration. So the basic syntax is just say continue keyword and the semicolon. Let's see an example of printing numbers in a decreasing order. So let me comment out this. So for continue, I need a loop for printing numbers from 10 to 1. I just say int x equals to 10, x greater than or equals to 1, x minus minus. So system.out.println x value. So when I run this output program, let's see what is the output we are getting. I'm getting the numbers from 10 to 1. I'm just printing all the numbers in a single line using a single print statement. So if I say something like if x is greater than 5, then say continue. So if I run this, we can see the output as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what does continue does is it stops the current iteration and continues with the next iteration. For example, here x value is 10 initially and the condition 10 is greater than 1 is satisfied. So it comes into the loop and it checks if 10 is greater than 5. Yes, it is. 10 is greater than 5. Then continue. That means it won't execute the preceding statements after continue. Instead, the control goes back and continues with the next iteration. Now x becomes 9. 9 is greater than 1. Again, if 9 is greater than 5, again continue. So again, 9 won't get printed, but instead the control goes back and 9 decrements and becomes 8 and so on. So we cannot see the values 10 to 6 in the console. So that is the use of continue, that is to repeat with the next iteration. We'll see this next statement as return statement. So basically return statement is used in a method to come out of it to the calling method. So generally we know that a method is executed when called from another method. And the first method that is executed in a Java program by JVM is main method. And if we want to execute any other method, we should call it from main. So return statement is used in a method to come out of it to the calling method. For example, we are calling a method by the name my method from the main method. So if return is used inside my method, then the flow of execution comes out of it and goes back to main. While going back from my method, we can also return some value to the main method. So let's see an example of this. So assume I need a method. So I will first declare another method inside a class saying my method, which performs the square of a number. For example, if I'm saying int num, I want this method to return a square of a number, that is num into num. We can see a few errors here. Let's see what are those errors. Return type for the method is missing. Since I'm saying return, that means this return type of this method has to be mentioned. That is, let me say it is an integer. Since even though the return type is mentioned, so let's call this method from main. So how do we call as my method and pass some value? That, for example, if I wanted to calculate the square of 5, then I need to call in this way. But when I'm calling, I'm getting a compiler error saying cannot make a static reference to the non-static method my method. Since main is a static method, static methods can call only static methods. But here my method is a non-static method. So make it static and call from main. We should write static int. So this is how we are calling from the main method. But my method is returning a value. So I need to capture that value and print it in main method. So for that I'm just declaring int square as a variable which captures the result of my method and then print the value. So let's execute and check. So we can see in the console the number 25 got printed. So what happened here is main is a method which is calling my method and passing a parameter. Now the control goes to my method and num is initialized with 5 first and then it enters into the loop and it will return 5 into 5, that is 25 back to the main method. So that is captured in square and printed. So return is a statement used to return values from a method to a calling method. And next is we can also use return statement to terminate the application. Let's see how it is. In the same example, if I'm saying I wanted to terminate from main, so let me say I'll declare a variable called int x equals to 1. I just say if x equals to 1, then I'm saying return. So before that I would just print that system.out.println, this is control is before return, and then I would say the control is after return. So let's exactly find out where actually the program got terminated. So just right click and say run as Java application. You can see only before return statement got executed and any statement after return, either it is after return or a square value, doesn't get printed. So return is a statement used to terminate the application also. So that's all with the session. Thank you.